But right now, I'm going to go. Well, I'm in the greater Baltimore area. So I'm going to go on down to Huntsville, Alabama, and bring in my friend, Miss Roquita Johnson is in the building. And so, Roquita, welcome to BSN Speaker Spotlight. And if you don't mind, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Hey, good morning or good afternoon, I should say. It's morning where I am. Thank you. So I am a public speaking expert. I'm specifically a world-class speaking coach. I am a speaker, and I am also a co-author of BSN's book, Speak Up, The Ultimate Guide to Dominate in the Speaking Industry. And yes, I live in Huntsville, Alabama, but I am originally from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Very good, very good. Yes, Rakita, where's my speaker book? Right here. So she is in there, and you do a better job of me of telling people about the benefits and the value of using their voice. And so I absolutely want to dive into that. Can you tell people a little bit about how you got started? I, of course, know a little bit about your story, but what brought you to this journey of not only being a speaker yourself, but helping other folks refine their message?
Well, you may have heard the saying that who we serve, our clients, it's because we usually are our client. That's why we have the heart to serve the people that we serve. And it was the same case for me. Many years ago, I was in a marketing position. That was my background. And I got promoted in a job very quickly. That meant I was less visible. I had to lead these team meetings. I felt like I was not speaking with clarity. I wanted to get more comfortable with speaking in front of a group. I didn't really have public speaking training like that. I had like one course in college, which is many years before, like a lot of people. So I knew I needed to get some professional help. So I went to get public speaking training myself, found that I actually really liked public speaking and I was good at it. Other people started asking me to help them with their skills. Then I decided to get certified at the urging of one of my clients who was like, "You're really good at teaching." And then I started my business, and the rest is history. But I needed to get better at public speaking, and that's what drove me to have this interest in this soft skill.
I love it. Absolutely. And so I know that your signature program is focused on Slay the Stage, which is very catchy and also very effective. We've had multiple people in BSN go through it. Could you tell us a little bit about, one, where that came from, and then two, what it means to slay the stage?
Where it came from is I was watching some, I was watching a YouTube video about public speaking one day. I think it was these professors. So it was just like an hour workshop I think they were doing at the college. And then it was the end of of the session and the professor wanted to give some good parting words to the students and he was like, "You go out there and you slay that stage," and then went on to talk about some other stuff. And I was like, "Slay the stage?" I said, "That is awesome. That is catchy." I don't even think he realized how catchy that was. So I was like, I love that. And then eventually when I started my business, I was like, I'm going to create a program called just that, Slay that stage, whatever that stage is for you. So the program Slay the Stage that I have, it's a program of master classes where we cover the fundamentals of public speaking. So we're covering content, structure, delivery, how to engage your audience, how to present your best self, which are things like how to manage your nerves, how to control rambling so you don't go down a rabbit's hole. And the program is catered towards women, so it's Christian women because that's my target audience. They register for the program, and over the course of like an hour and a half to 2 hours, we cover each of those fundamental skills. And obviously, they do some work in the group so that they can apply what we've learned. But it's a series of 5 classes that we do, and I do this program quarterly. Although I'm not going to do it in the fourth quarter this year. I'm going to bring it back next year with a few changes. But that's the story behind it.
Yeah, no, I thought that was really, really powerful. And so we always hear this thing that, public speaking is the number one fear. and that's been cliched a lot. As you're working with your clients, and I know you said you focus on women, is it really fear that you feel like is holding a lot of people back, or is it just like getting a handle on the technical skills, or is it just practice? Like, what do you see as kind of the major hurdle that most people are overcoming when it comes to getting out there and getting in front of more audiences?
So let me tell you, it might sound like a cliche because we always hear that it's one of the top fears in the world. But really, when I survey women and when I have them fill out the pre consultation form before we meet, that is always one of the things. I would say 9 out of the 10 women, they will say fear is something that they want to learn how to manage in order to be a great public speaker. And when I do these surveys, nervousness is always at the top as well. Nervous and rambling. Those are two issues that women always tell me that they struggle with. They want to be more concise and then they want to feel confident while delivering their message. So, as far as the fear, to your question, it's a bit of both. It's technical, like what are things I can actually do to manage the fear better when I feel it coming on or before I actually have to speak. But also the fear is something that is internal as well, meaning maybe there's something that they're insecure about with themselves a little, or maybe they had a bad speaking experience before. So it's both external, but it's also from within. Like, who wants to hear my message? I know I have something that I want to share with people. I know it will help other women. They've said that to me, and they put that on your pre-consultation forms. I have a great message, a great testimonial that I know will save other people, but I'm scared of sharing my story for whatever reason, or maybe they think they're not the person. So it's interesting. It's both outside forces and it's from within as well.
That's really good insight, and I love how you're collecting data and collecting insights, and really, getting to know your target audience, and being. I'm sure that helps you like refine your programming over time as well. And so, I have like 1,000 more questions for you, but we're pretty much coming to the close of this particular session. And folks, I'm sure that we have so. First of all, BSN, as you know, Rakita is mostly women, and I know you focus on Christian women specifically, and so if you want to connect with Rakita, make sure you continue to do so at blackspeakersnetwork.com. But what I want to make sure that we hear from you before we leave, Rakita, is if you don't mind, please share with people what is it that you want to be remembered for?
As a vessel of God who is really out here to help women amplify their voices, I always say that I really don't want to die with the talents that God gave me. So for me, it's public speaking and helping other women with that. And I want other women not to die with their message either. So I'm very passionate about that, and just women feeling like I can be myself delivering this message, because that's something that women struggle with too. It's the authenticity part. Do I have to be somebody else? No, you don't. You just need to be the best version of who you already are. And that's what I focus on when I work with the women.
Boom. As we say, as Quinn used to say, this drop the mic moment has been brought to you by Roquita Johnson. Roquita, I appreciate you so much. I love your programming. I appreciate, what you're doing and creating avenues for women to be able to elevate that message and get over that fear, and have some practical tools and resources. And thanks for being part of the Black Speakers Network as well. And I'm looking forward to continuing to work with you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on today. I enjoyed this, of course.
My pleasure. Take care.